Can you work under pressure? I'm sure that you can very well relate with this question considering your work life and your personal life. Well, everyone has to deal with pressure both in our personal and professional lives. In the workplace, this pressure often manifests itself in the form of tight deadlines, demand from your boss and leaders, employee performance issues, other obstacles, etc., etc. And all of that gets in the way of you doing your job. Since stress is unavoidable, it's important to learn how to channel and deal with it in a healthy and productive way. In doing so, you will not only survive tough situations, but actually thrive in spite of them. The ability to work under pressure means that you can still perform your duties even in the presence of stress and perform them well. These stressors may be caused by unforeseen circumstances and uncontrollable variables, or maybe by factors that can be predicted. Now, some industries naturally lead to higher stress levels, but high pressure situations can happen in any job. Left unchecked, that pressure can start to slowly eat away at your physical and mental health, leaving you feeling stressed and physically unwell. So, figuring out how to handle pressure without sacrificing your performance and health takes practice and a few key strategies. I have worked into the supply chain and manufacturing operations for over 2 decades, and it is one of the most demanding jobs where you are continuously balancing internal and external customer expectations and resolving issues most of the times. As I spoke earlier, issues and pressures are inevitable due to the global nature of business and the competitive landscape in the world of business. So in this video, I will discuss in detail what exactly is work pressure, how can you deal with it effectively, that is, without sacrificing your health or your performance at work. We'll talk about why do employers assess people for their ability to work under pressure, what are the expected answers and what not to say, and how to prepare. Stay tuned and make sure to watch the video till the end. Encourage us now by giving us a like, and please do subscribe to our channel to continue accessing content that will help you to grow, succeed, and find solutions to your business and career issues. Let us start by looking at some examples of what is working under pressure. And this could include working extra hours to meet deadlines, or taking on roles of co-workers who may be ill, or completing a rushed order or a quick turnaround assignment, or taking charge of a new department or function, or having your skills or performance reviewed by your manager or leader. If you can work very well under pressure, you can instantly improve your chances of getting a job, among other benefits such as you save time by finishing tasks more efficiently, you are more focused, and you channel more energy into your assignments. So, how to develop the ability of working under pressure? If you're wondering how to work under pressure, here are 5 doable and practical actions you can actually take to improve your ability. Let's start with creating a plan. Failing to plan is planning to fail. No matter how much pressure you are facing in a given situation, you should still take the time to plan your course of action. You should avoid instant reaction when dealing with stressful situations, because this may lead you to miss important details that could cause an even bigger issue down the line. Planning also lets you see the situation from a wider, broader perspective, helping you to understand what is really at stake. Once you have developed your plan, break it down into smaller, more manageable steps. This will keep you from feeling overwhelmed or falling even further behind, which will only add to your stress. Then work on staying resilient, working through one step at a time and seeing that the task is through to the end. Second, prepare for what you know. You may not be able to plan for every possible contingency, but you can prepare for the known variables. If working under pressure comes in the form of important deadlines, sales pitches, presentations, or other items scheduled on your calendar, then plan accordingly. The only thing worse than getting caught off guard by unforeseen circumstances is being unprepared for the things you knew were coming. Those are the failures that can get you in the most trouble. 3. Delegate when it is possible. If you manage a team, don't try to take everything on by yourself alone. Align your troops, that is your team, and allocate the work around so that everyone contributes to managing the task load and the pressure that comes with it. So even if you don't manage a team, you can still ask for help. Look to your managers or other co-workers to see if they can help you on that project. There are good chances that they will be happy to take off your load as long as it doesn't put too much pressure on their responsibilities. Something done is better than something done perfect. Adopt this mindset. Pressure time is no time to be a perfectionist. In these situations, recognize that you have limited time and resources, so just focus on delivering the essential tasks or items for whatever you have to do. Don't spend too much time focusing on the minute details and do not micromanage others into doing that either. Just focus on what needs to be done to accomplish for that project to be delivered, no more, no less. And fifth, schedule breaks and take those breaks. When working under pressure, it's easy to skip your lunch and regular breaks when working on a complicated and a rushed assignment. But taking those breaks will help you ease the burden. Take maybe 5 minutes to decompress, take a walk, get a glass of water, and free your mind from the task at hand for a little while. And finally, you can say no. But a word of caution here is to exercise this option very carefully, because in an organization, our job is to contribute to solving problems. And some problems may be easy and some may be quite challenging even for the organization. And that's what probably creates the pressure. We may not do it alone, but we should not communicate "I don't care." The ideal situation is to suggest a better alternative, like asking for support to manage the workload, and make sure you also explain the rationale of you saying no. So that was about how to manage the work in a stressful situation. But you should also know your limits of stress. While the ability to work under pressure is a good quality to have in any industry or any job, be aware of how much pressure you can withstand before you reach your limit. People can only handle so much pressure at a time, and trying to push past your threshold can be seriously detrimental to your physical and mental well-being. Working under significant pressure shouldn't be the norm. If you feel like your assignments constantly put you under intense pressure, it may be the time to ask for more resources or team members or support. Many job interviewers will ask you about your ability to work under pressure. So it's important for you to have an appropriate response, and even more important is that you know how to deal with the pressure at work. Let's take a look at why this question is so important for employees and how you should respond and what you can do to work more effectively under pressure. Why do employers ask about working under pressure? Prospective employers will usually ask you about your ability to handle pressure in order to gauge your flexibility. Even if you are the most organized and prepared person in the whole world, unexpected changes and events still occur. So if you want to progress in the interview process, you will need to share an experience where you adapted well to the stressful conditions. So how to prove you can work under pressure during an interview? Maybe you are a great professional when it comes to working under pressure. You and your previous co-workers know this, but how do you demonstrate the ability to work under pressure during an interview? So when asked about your ability, give concrete and specific examples. Try to think of a time when pressure made you more productive and you had a positive outcome. Your response should follow a 3-part structure, as I would suggest. First, tell a story. Start by setting the scene. What was the particular stressful situation? What caused it? What specific challenges were you and your team facing? What would the consequences of failure be? Give your interviewer enough information so he or she can fully understand the kind of pressure you were under. Once that is properly established, move on to describing the actions you took. 2. Explain your situation. Talk about what you did to adapt to the stressful situation. This may be an outline of the plan you devised to attack the difficult task, an explanation of your level-headed mindset, or a description of a collaborative effort you led with your co-workers to maintain the productivity during high-pressure situations. You might also choose to explain the skills you have developed from dealing with such stressful situations, like learning to prioritize tasks or knowing when to ask for help. And 3. Share the results. To prove your success at working under pressure, share the results. Did you complete the task on time and with satisfactory quality? In what ways was your company positively affected by your actions? Back up your narrative with measurable results. You can provide a stronger response, and then you can also nail the interview. What not to say about working under pressure? There are a few kinds of details you should not share, no matter how well they show your ability to remain calm under pressure. And these include the following categories. 1. Situations that you caused. Even if you redeemed yourself later from the stressful situation, it's best to avoid telling stories about problems that you created. Second, the amount of stress you felt. Employers don't want to know how stressed you get. They just want to know how you handle that stress when you experience it. And 3, additionally, you should never ever say that you are immune to stress, because the interviewer is unlikely to believe you or may assume that you are simply unaware of stressors at the workplace, neither of which reflect well on you. Learning to work under pressure comes with experience of a variety of stressful situations. Like any other difficult situation in life, it calls for some amount of preparation, even though a particular situation may be temporarily out of your control. And the second part, which is an important part, is to how to deal with it without breaking down anything. You can now apply this knowledge to pressure situations at work, and you will see for yourself that you are able to manage them better than before. Hope you found this video useful. Please give us a like and subscribe to our channel if you haven't done already. Press the bell icon. We post content to help you grow and succeed. Thanks for watching.